All right. Let's talk about the compensation plan when you hit green. This seems to be something that really confuses people because it gets all kinds of crazy, and you've got circles and you got companies and you got gens, and it just is kind of crazy. I am a visual learner, so I'm going to show you visually what it kind of looks like and what all this terminology means and all of that good stuff. So this is this pretty little chart that I have made up. It is basically like your family tree. So let's just pretend like this is your team. Here's you all the way up here, and you've sponsored a few people, and they've sponsored people, and they've sponsored people, and this team over here is getting really, really strong. So you guys hit green. When you first hit green, everyone in your company is considered your circle. That is not going to change until someone on your team goes green. And then that's where it kind of gets crazy and it starts to get a little bit more confusing for people. So let's say that you went green, okay? So no one else on your team is green. So everyone right here is your company and everyone right here is your circle, okay? So on your royalties page, it's not gonna look any different between the company number and your circle number. Now, let's take it a next step further. Someone on your team goes green, okay? So you're green up here, and let's say this girl right over here, we'll call her Sue. Sue goes green, okay? So all of these people on her team break away, okay? Their leg breaks away. But what a lot of people get confused on is when you break away, you're still a huge asset to this team. You are still part of the team. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to some desert island stranded off in the middle of nowhere. You are still here. You are just an elite leg on the team, okay? So you are now, this is now your first generation elite leg. So this is your elite leg, okay? So you're gonna get paid 3% on your elite leg, and then everyone else who is not on an elite leg is going to be your circle, and you're gonna get paid 5% on your circle. So everyone is your company. Your elite team is gonna be your first gen over here for now. It will get deeper. You'll get first, second, third gens and all kinds of crazy stuff in there. But for now, we're keeping it very basic, very simple, and easy to understand, all right? And then everyone else over here is your circle. So circle is anyone that is not on an elite leg. You've got your elite leg over here, and everybody is your company, okay? Got it? Now, your first generation elite does not have to be someone that you have personally sponsored. Say she brings in someone and she brings in someone, and this girl down here is on fire. She's bringing in people left and right, and there's explosions going on, and they have momentum and fire like crazy. But her sponsor is just she's just a hobbyist. She's not really into it. She's a connector. She has connected you to your first generation elite. So just because she's down here and she's not who you personally sponsored, if she is the first person on that team, on that leg right here to go green, and there's no other greens in between you guys, she is your first generation elite, okay? So only her and her team are going to be your elite leg, and the others are going to be your circle still, okay? So are you understanding how when you break away, you're not being sent off on a ship in the middle of nowhere. You are just paid accordingly by your circle versus your generations. And as you advance within the compensation plan, you earn more on your third and second generations than you do on your first. So that's why building wide and building deep is so important for building residual income with this particular compensation plan. So imagine that it is your children. Your first generation are your kids. Your second generation are your grandkids. And your third generation are your great-grandkids. You're going to get paid more on your great-grandkids and your grandkids than you are on your actual kids. Can you imagine that? It's kind of like you love your children, but you really, really love your second gen, and you really, really, really can't live without your great grandkids, your third gen. So when you are building leaders that build leaders that build leaders, that is where you are going to see your income increase, because you are building wide, meaning the people that you can personally sponsor, and you're building deep, the people that you have sponsored, building teams down within and building leaders in there. So hopefully this made sense to you. Hopefully seeing a visual made it a little bit easier for you, because that's how my brain works. And if you have any more questions about more advanced, like orange, purple, black, all that stuff, send me a message. I'd be more than happy to explain it to you. But other than that, have a nice day.